With only 3 more chapters left and the weeks counting down, Jujutsu Kaisen is finally coming to an end, and it is finally time to start talking about where it sits on the podium of GOAT status in the new generation and anime and manga as a whole. And today I want to talk about some pros, and I want to talk about some cons, and I want to talk with you guys on where we think Jujutsu Kaisen is sitting on this pedestal on 1, 2, or 3, or even if it makes the listing at all for anime and manga. Let's get into it. I want to start with the first pro. I think it did really good with its female character cast. I think in the beginning it did really good at introducing a wide variety of female characters, and then Gege, it kind of slips into a con where we get into kind of like the Naruto Shippuden effect, where Gege kind of forgets about a lot of the side characters and to like delve into them super deeply as the show and manga went on, that we kind of lost a lot of these female characters, and sometimes he dove into them a little too deep. I'm looking at you, Mei. But they did very well when they were showcased. They had their limelight, spotlight, one of those, whatever made them look good. They had their time to shine, and they looked really good. I'm looking at Nobara. I'm looking at Maki. I'm looking at Mai. The Maki and Mai sisters really did their thing, and it's really nice to see when a author is able to put their female characters into this high stakes area, I guess, and really show them flourish and show their colors when needed to. I think Gege did really good sometimes, and I think he really fumbled the other times. The other things I gotta say is, let's just get it out of the way. Numbers, it absolutely blew up as an anime. Season 1, kind of was just on the popular side, and then season 2 absolutely just exploded its popularity. For the anime, for the manga, for anything Jujutsu Kaisen, this thing exploded. It even got a full song, basically a dedicated song for Megan Thee Stallion. With using it as a sample, using Yuji's English voice actor, it kind of just like hit the stratosphere with this thing, and that's really cool to see. But let's talk about some of the bigger things in the end right here, because the bigger ones, I have to say, because this is gonna be kind of a short video. The pros are really easy to talk about. There's really really cool characters, really cool powers. But speaking of powers, the one con I have is kind of something that happens towards the end, and when you like stretch on these shows really long, these really heavy hitting and like super I want to say conservative moves that we don't really use a lot early on, kind of like think about like a Super Saiyan or like Rasen Shuriken. These things, they get used and spammed a lot towards the end. Look at Black Flash. We had once Yuji learned it. It was very much 1 to 2 things in the fight, and then now it is a Black Flash sale. There's literally Black Flashes everywhere, and it goes into the final fight, which is something else we have to talk about, because the final fight won insanely long. We've been on the Sukuna versus the Verse fight for like a year and a half now. It's something like that. And we've gotten domain expansions, we've gotten hollow purples, we've gotten reds, blues, black flashes, everything in between, everybody just showcasing their powers, going all out, and that's exactly what we want for the fight. But when you look at it in context, black flashes were supposed to be like this entering the zone, and it kind of, it like, how many times can you enter the zone at this point? Because I think Yuji has done, I want to say 5 in this fight, Sukuna's done a handful, and some other people have gotten their black flashes in. We want to know what's happening to certain characters, A, B, C, and D. We want to know what's happening to certain groups in the Jujutsu world, what happened to the higher ups, how is that going to work out after this goes on. There's a lot of things that are happening in Jujutsu Kaisen with only 3 chapters left that this epilogue is really going to have to go through, and we might have to, I kind of want Gege to do like a chapter 1 scenario where it's like 50 pages long. Well, just give us the exposition. I need you to tie some knots, man, because we got one character in limbo. We got one whole clan in limbo. We don't know what's going to happen with that. We have a whole society in limbo. We have the entirety of the reason this arc happened in limbo. We really don't know what's going to happen with a lot of these things. And with only 3 chapters left, and if they're going to average 15 to 17 pages, that's only about 50 pages worth of exposition, and that's not even counting if he's gonna do like color spreads or intro spreads. anything like that. It's really just gonna be like wall of text. We're gonna get like novels. We kind of have to if we're gonna get a lot of these loose ends tied up, because there's plenty to know about. There's plenty to know about. But when we think about it in a whole grand scheme, because I want to say Jujutsu Kaisen had a pretty good start. It was very much, just the regular. It was the Bleach effect, where it was just the guy, main character, thrown into the world and kind of just having to thrive after that. And when we get that, I mean, Bleach did it pretty well, but Bleach has what, double the chapters that Jujutsu Kaisen has? Probably more. Let me double check. About triple, actually. When I look at it, Bleach has somewhere around like 630 chapters, and Jujutsu Kaisen is probably gonna end. I think it says 3 chapters left, so 270, 271. We're kind of looking at a short end, and it's kind of just the run of this new generation of manga and anime in here. It's gonna be a little shorter. They kind of want to wrap those stories, and they're allowed to. They're not held by Shonen Jump as tightly anymore as these older series. I want to know what you guys think of Jujutsu Kaisen as a whole right now. With 3 chapters left, what do you think we need? What do you want to see? What are you hoping for? And where do you put it in the pedestal, or where do you put it in the ranking of the new gen anime, or in anime as a whole? As we wind down with 3 chapters left, I really want to see what you guys think. I'm thinking Jujutsu Kaisen as a whole is probably going to sit maybe in the lower teens. I want to say in between like 13 to 16. I'm going to put Jujutsu Kaisen. I have plenty of other series I can say I do like better in that, but I think Jujutsu Kaisen is still phenomenal. There is, plenty of gripes I have with it, but it did really good in what it was trying to do. So let me know what you guys think. I will catch you guys in the next video.